Venezuela, the United States, and the rising tensions the world is watching.
What if the next global crisis is not in Europe, not in the Middle East, but right in the backyard of the United States?
Right now, Venezuela is once again at the center of global attention. Military rumors, political pressure. Is the United States preparing for direct action against Venezuela? Or is this another phase of a long geopolitical struggle? Today's video is not about propaganda or fear. It is about facts, analysis, and global consequences. We will examine the current tensions between the United States and Venezuela, the reasons behind them, and the strategic interests in conflicts. This discussion is based on public reports, official statements, and expert analysis. Hood. Tensions are rising between the United States and Venezuela, driven by pressure, politics. Venezuela holds the largest proven oil reserves on Earth, making it one of the most strategically critical nations. Yet despite its immense oil wealth, Venezuela has suffered economic collapse, hyperinflation, political instability. This combination of vast resources and political isolation creates a dangerous environment where global powers competing quietly, but with aggressive intent beneath the surface. The US-Venezuela relationship has a long and complex history, shaped by years of political and economic trenches. Relations between Washington and Caracas have been strained for over 2 decades, with US officials raising concerns. Venezuelan leaders present a different interpretation, arguing that US actions interfere with national sovereignty and change. This clash of narratives has produced a cold conflict, fought not with military force, but through seeds. So what is happening right now? In recent months, media reports have refocused attention on renewed war. These developments include an increased US presence in the Caribbean, alongside firmer political language from Washington. It is important to be clear, there is no officially confirmed full-scale US military attack on Venezuela at this time. However, analysts caution that modern conflict takes many forms, including military signaling and strategic positioning. In today's world, wars often begin long before any visible military action takes place. Through pressure. Why would the United States consider military pressure? If direct action were ever debated.
First, energy security. Venezuela's oil remains critically important. Second, regional influence. Latin America has become a contested space for global power, with the...
Third, political messaging. Strong action can also function as a political signal directed at governments. However, critics warn that military pressure could deepen instability and increase risks for civilian populations. Venezuela, however, is not alone. Over time, it has built partnerships beyond the Western Bloc, including security presence. The Venezuelan government maintains its position, stating that it is prepared to protect national sovereignty. This alignment raises a serious concern that any direct confrontation could expand rapidly, drawing in extremes. Could this become a global problem? This is where the situation becomes truly dangerous, because a conflict involving Venezuela could trigger sharp increases in global oil prices, disrupting supply chains across markets. For countries already struggling with inflation and energy shortages, the impact could be devastating. Why a full military attack is still unlikely. Despite rising tension, many experts believe that a full
military intervention would be costly and politically risky, and regional backlash across Latin America would be severe. Instead, pressure is applied through sanctions, diplomatic isolation, and sustained strategic pressure. Media, fear, and information warfare play a powerful role in modern conflict, shaping public perception and digital age. In today's digital age, information itself has become a weapon, shaping fear before is. Headlines spread fear, social media amplifies rumors, videos go viral before fact. This is why it is crucial for viewers to ask who is sharing this information, what sources it is based on, who benefits from this narrative. Is this confirmed information or speculation? And what
the bigger question? So what are we really witnessing? Is this about one country or something far more global?
Is Venezuela on the edge of a new military confrontation? Or is this another chapter in a much longer? History shows us that most modern conflicts begin quietly, with pressure positioning and political messaging. The world may not be watching bombs fall, but it is watching moves being made.
Stay with us and subscribe as we continue exploring the US and Venezuela conflict in our upcoming episodes.